Hello everyone, welcome to the third video on generating structured output using OpenAI API. In the first video, we have seen how to pass a candidate's resume in text format and convert that into JSON with the categorization. In the second video, we have seen how to save multiple candidates' data into a JSON file. In this video, we'll try to build a Streamlit app using the entire logic. Now I'll go to Google Colab. So this is the script which we have written in the last video. Here we are storing the data into a JSON file, and we can pass now multiple candidates data in text format, and it is able to read the text and categorize based on the domains. For example, if you look into this particular candidate, we can see the summary of the profile here, the years of experience, and LLM is able to extract that and create a JSON structure, the name, years of experience, then the categories based on the skill set. So cloud, AWS and Azure. Then in DevOps, Maria Thomas is having Jenkins, Docker and Kubernetes experience. So like this, it is able to categorize. For this, first we need to install Streamlit. So I will give pip install Streamlit. Can give -q here. Then we need to install local tunnel for exposing this to internet. This is required only if you are developing in Google Colab. If you are running it locally, you can directly access it using localhost and port number. And for Streamlit to run, we need to put the entire code into a file. I have already mounted the Google Drive. If you have not mounted, what we can do is we can add the code for that as well. I'll copy paste it here and comment it. Then we can even add a base path for running the Streamlit, and we'll create a directory called resume categorizer under collab files. I'll just create a directory resume categorizer. Okay, here I already have a directory, so inside this I'll create a file. We'll call this app.py. Open that. So inside that we'll import Streamlit, import Streamlit as st. We'll import even JSON and OS as well. This entire code, let me just copy it. This is not needed. This is required only when you are testing it locally. Once you import and run, it won't be running this part. So we can copy everything, create a new file here. I will call this resume processor.py. I'll add the entire code here. First, we'll check whether the Streamlit app is running or not. So I'll just put a single line here. Save it. We're not using any resume logic. Save the file. Now all these we can comment it if you want. Here we will do Streamlit run base path. So base path is this resume categorizer, this directory and app.py. So we'll try running the file. Before that, you can see here we don't have any file called logs.txt. We will call this st underscore logs. So let us run this, refresh this directory, and we can see a new file. So it is saying that the file does not exist. Let us just try mounting it again. Connect to Google Drive, select the account, continue. Okay, it is saying that drive is already mounted. So we'll try running this again. So now it is able to access the file. So if you're getting this error, just try mounting the drive again. Now we'll try running this again. Streamlit app. Close it and we'll try to open this logs file. And now the page is running. This is not needed. We can delete it. So far what we have done is we installed Streamlit, installed local tunnel, then imported the key, mounted the drive, added the files to the directory called resume categorizer, added app.py, and now we are running the Streamlit. Now we need to expose this to internet. For that we can give npx space local tunnel hyphen port. The port number is 8501. Let us run this and we'll copy the public IP. And here I'll try giving the password as the public IP. And we can see here the page is working. Now let us start adding the code for the candidate resume. First we'll add a text area here. Then we'll add a button for processing the resume. I'll just paste the code here. So here, if user clicks on that button and if the value is not empty, it will try to call this function. So we need to import that function. So let me just import the function as well. I'll add the code here because we already have the file here, resume processor. And from there we are processing this particular function. So now we have this page available. Now here if you click on process resume without any data, it will say that please paste a resume text before submitting. That message is coming from the Streamlit. Here we'll add a divider and then the code to handle the availability of the JSON file. So let me just add the code here. So here we are initializing an empty list called data. Then we are checking whether the candidate summary.json file exists or not. If file exists, it will load the data, and if file is empty, it will say no candidates found. And we are even handling some errors. And if this file does not exist, it will say no candidate summary file found. So this section will handle candidate summary.json files errors. Then if you want to show the data in a table format, we can use the pandas library. And that is also by default available in Google Colab. So we can just import it, import pandas as PD. We'll just add the code for showing the table, save it. Now let us try running this. So we can see here we have two users data, John Doe and Maria Thomas. We can check that in our JSON file. So we have two candidates data. Now let us add another candidate's data here. Here it is saying that name OS is not defined. The reason for this error is I might have missed to import OS. Let me check the code. Yeah, not importing OS here. Let us try running again. Now we can see even this user also got added. Similar way, let me just add one more resume. Click on process resume. So it is able to add all these users, and you can expand and compare the skill set of all the candidates. Now, if you want to add a skill categories chart, we can just add the code here. I'll save the file and we can refresh this page. And this will even show the skill category overview. In this way, you can pass a plain text data to LLM, get the structured JSON schema output, and display that in the UI using Streamilt. So we have completed the first application, the resume categorizer. From the next video, we'll see how to create the function calling app. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.